Tanoyap, Tanontiam and Yaya, Nechem Kashaman, Miss Nahanee, Queen Sna, Skohotmish, Okamel, Taniska Okamel, on Nox and Squall and Teats. How's everyone following me so far? Yeah. Perfect? You guys are all Kosalishized? You understand me? Perfect. Hello to each and every single one of you, honored guests. My ancestral name is Meucheum. My English name is Marissa Nahanee, and I come from the Squamish and Nisga'a peoples. I'm very honored to be here, and also to be, especially amongst each and every single one of you. What an amazing space that we can be in, where Indigenous speakers are able to talk about their real truths. Just before coming up here, we were in the media room, and there was amazing people who took the time to listen. In this day and age, I remember when my father would tell us about when he grew up. And his father would tell him not to learn the culture anymore. Those ways are done. We don't need to learn those ways anymore. So it wasn't until his father passed away that he was able to start his journey of learning culture. And luckily, in 1993, there was the Gatuas Festival where he was able to start learning the culture, where he immersed my sister and I in culture. Sometimes it was fun, where we got to learn some dances, and sometimes he would have us dancing in the yard, dancing like eagles, for 2 hours. As you could tell, your wings would get a little tired, but it was fun. It was exciting to have our father so excited to learn about culture, and what an amazing way to grow up in a place where the Squamish people were gaining more culture. And I remember having elders come to our home. How beautiful that is to have teachers, cultural leaders, storytellers, to tell us about Na Tikwi Kokwink. In the long ago, this is how we work together, how we survive together, why protocols are so important. And so as a child, I grew up with that sense of pride, the sense of pride where it's okay to be happy to be who you are. It's okay to be this Indigenous person. Of course, we didn't really know that back in the day. Also, they tell me I only have 10 minutes. I was wondering if it was Western minutes or Squamish minutes. So I told them I'll keep it down to 8 hours. I hope you guys ate enough. And so I was thinking about my speech tonight and Indigenous leadership. And in the Western society, we talk about this different mentality of leadership. I was reading a book, and it talks about, the king of the jungle, the lion, the one who's always so powerful, overtaking, how, if I'm the best, I'm the strongest, I'm the tallest, I can compete with you, I will rule everything, and everybody will adore me. And in Squamish culture, where I grew up in, and I'm also Nishka, but I'm going to focus on Squamish since we're in our Squamish territory, is in Swotwo Gwaitnoch, all of the animals in the animal kingdom. So it's not focused just on the lion. It's focused on the different animals that we have, and how the raven is a trickster, how he's always tricking, but he also brought us the sunlight. So as tricky as he is, he's also benefiting humankind. And then we also have the mouse, who is small and cute, but also very strong, very humble, very strong in who she is. She knows she is small, but she knows that she also has her own power. And people acknowledge these different types of teachings in our culture, such as the bear would be a teacher. What kind of foods do we eat? What kind of tea do we have to cleanse our bodies? And we use these in teaching our children, such as in child rearing. If we think about Na Tikwi in the long ago when we were raised, we'd be raised in these amazing longhouses where elders would see the gifts. Oh, this person is a great weaver. Oh, this person is a great fisherman. When this person becomes of age, they're going to go with their auntie and learn and become professionals in something that they're already naturally great at. And move into today's society of schooling where we're taught you have to compete. The ones who get the A's are going to be the best. The one who runs the fastest is going to be the best. And for all the B's and C's, good luck. Yeah, better luck next time, right? And then we get this mentality of low self-esteem. Who am I? Where do I belong? I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough until I get that A. I'm not good enough until I'm number one. I worry about today's society, and I wonder if there's a way that we can all find a way to work together. And as we think about these two different societies, we also think about what other animals are there that we frown upon. There's this two-headed whale that my grandfather, Samoyed High Mass Chief Chester he has the Order of BC for keeping Niska culture alive. And he told me about this two-headed whale, and it has heads on two ends, and it's so greedy. Everywhere it goes, it just wants to eat everything. This is mine, and eats and eats and eats. And then comes a hero that will help take down this two-headed whale. But in that, it teaches that greed is frowned upon. Greed is not looked up to, this is mine. And we hear about all these different stories of people being picky, being shameful, calling people down. And as Indigenous people, the worst thing you could be called is adsex, picky, or someone who has no teachings. Someone who's too greedy, or someone who takes too much. They have bad teachings. They don't know nothing. But in today's society, it's completely different. And so now we deal with these big corporations who are saying, do more, get more, take it all, be number one. And in a society, now we realize that we're all lonely. Where do we belong to? We're stuck on these devices where we're isolated and not alone. And I would like to challenge people to think about, is there a way that we can combine our worlds? This amazing world of the lion who is competing to be number one, but also has the sacred heart of Indigenous people, of learning of Inseit and Swotwol Gwaitnuk, where we all belong. It's okay to be great at what you do, but also understand that you could be the wolf and great at family and nurturing and taking care of one another. Or you could be a little tricky sometimes, like the raven. Or be the humble mouse and to be there and to support one another and say, wah, chop, yo, you take care of yourself. Because wouldn't that be more of a beautiful world to realize that there are leaders who are the great listeners. You guys are showcasing what leadership is right now by showing respect and showing that you are important. So I'm extremely humbled that each and every single one of you has taken the time out of your very busy lives. There's so many things you can do, and yet you chose to be here. And that shows to the many different teachers that there is still hope, there is still ways, and there is also room to grow. We're not going to be in this mentality where it's only me, it's only us. And also, I think about our culture as saving lives. We always talk about culture saves lives, but what does that mean? When we prepare our food, we love it. We're not going to be angry and put that hatred into our food. We're going to be cherishing and put that into one another. So as I leave you here today, I would like you to just take a moment and think about, what would it be like if instead of competing with one another to be the best, to fight for that job position, to fight for that spotlight, to say, this is what I'm really great at, and I see that you're awesome at this, and you're great at that, and together, we're going to be great together. So love yourself, love your people, love your community. Most importantly, love what you do and who you do it with. Because when we do that together, we'll have Inswotwol Gwaitnuk. I would love to leave the stage with you with a song from Ray Nataro. It's a celebration song, because that's what this is, right? We are all together, and this is so awesome. I lost my timekeeper. But so this is the celebration song. Hi-yo, 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 hey. Hi-yo, hi-yo, hey. West gate nam sla ashen, na chai sla kam, ti squile ti seeds. Hi-yo, hi-yo, hey. Hi-yo, 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 hey. Hi-yo, hi-yo, hey. Hochaka. Thank you.